Hi, my name is Josh Stewart, and I'm going to walk you through the process of creating a user profile within Dragon NaturallySpeaking using the new Philips SpeechMike Air as my dictation source. Now, the Philips SpeechMike Air is the first of its kind. Essentially, Philips has cut the cord. The Philips SpeechMike Air is a programmable, wireless microphone designed for use with Dragon NaturallySpeaking. Let's get started. The first thing that we want to do is install the Philips Device Control Center application. The latest version, as of October 2009, is version 2.5, and that has Philips SpeechMike Air support. So if you are running a previous version, make sure to update it to 2.5. Now if you're not sure how to get it, please feel free to contact me. I'll be able to get you a copy. So essentially we're going to insert the installation disk that was packaged with the SpeechMike Air. When you do that, a wizard is automatically going to pop up. You're going to see this screen. As you can tell there, this program was geared for Dragon NaturallySpeaking. And essentially, a wizard is going to walk you through the installation. It's just a matter of clicking Next and Install. Once the Philips SpeechMike Control application has been installed, go ahead and close it for now. Connect the SpeechMike Air to your PC by inserting the USB cord into any open USB slot on your PC. Now, if this is the first time you're connecting this device, most likely you'll see a Windows message appear. This just means that your computer has recognized the device and is loading the drivers. Sometimes a reboot is required. Now it's time for the fun part. In this step, we're actually going to create our profile in Dragon using the SpeechMike Air. So we're going to go ahead and open Dragon NaturallySpeaking. I have an icon here on my desktop. If this is the first time you've opened Dragon, a new user wizard is going to appear, which is going to assist you through creating the profile. Now, if you already have a profile, I recommend adding an additional dictation source to that profile. We have a how-to guide number 306 for doing that. Otherwise, continue with the new user wizard. In the name field, we're going to enter whatever we'd like. In our case, I'm going to put Josh. The language. Now, your language options are going to vary depending upon which edition of Dragon that you have. I have the medical version, so I have US English as my option. If I open the list box, I'm going to see that I also have UK English. Still English, just a different dialect, if you will. Below, we have accent options. Dragon does support both regional and global accents, so whether you have a southern twang or whether you're from Southeast Asia or India, Dragon is going to have an accent model to fit your needs. If we go ahead and open up the list just to show you what's available, in our case, I'm going to go with general. Below that, we have the dictation source. Now, this is probably the most important part in creating this profile. The dictation source is what device are you going to use to talk to your computer? How are you going to get your audio input into the computer? Now, for the Philips SpeechMike Air, we're going to open up the list and choose USB microphone. Now, there may be some confusion there because there also is a Bluetooth option, and Philips runs on a Bluetooth connection. However, it's connected to our computer via the USB port. Therefore, USB microphone is the best option to use. Below that, we have vocabulary. Now again, your vocabulary options are also going to differ depending upon which edition of Dragon you have. There's a medical edition which covers almost 80 specialty and subspecialty vocabularies. There's a legal edition that has the full professional vocabulary plus an additional 30,000 specific legal terms and phrases, which also includes Latin and French phrases, so keep that in mind. Otherwise, you've got the full vocabulary, the full professional vocabulary. Go through, find which vocabulary option best suits your needs, and select it. I'll go with neurology. Now down at the bottom, it's going to ask you the initial training. What type of training do you want to do? As you see, there are 3 options. The first option is none, which means you're going to bypass the enrollment process altogether. You're just going to simply configure the audio portion of it. So it's going to check your sound card, it's going to check your input device, make sure that it's good enough to use with speech recognition. The middle one is a short training option. The short training is also known as the standard enrollment process. It takes about 8 minutes to complete, and what happens is you go through the acoustic check. Once you're finished with the acoustic check, you're going to go ahead and select a sample passage from a story. Now we're going to go with the short option. You're going to see how that works in a minute. To the right of that, we have special. Special is for those with special needs. Basically, if you have difficulty articulating words or you have a speech impediment of some sort, this program will accommodate those needs as well. Once I've made my selection, I've verified that all the information in the new user wizard is correct, I can select Next. What's happening now is Dragon is going through the process in creating your profile based on the selections, what name, what dictation source, language, accent, and putting all the words together. Now this portion is asking you what sound system do you want to select. So by default, it's going to go to your sound card, but we want to make sure that we have the SpeechMike Air selected. Once we have that selected, we can go ahead and hit Next. Now it's time to position our microphone. Like the picture shows, we want to keep the microphone about 6 to 10 inches away from our mouth. When we're ready, we select Next. We're going to select Start Volume Check to make sure that our microphone is good enough for use with speech recognition. Essentially, we're going to click the Start Volume Check button. When we do, the text in this box here will appear black. We simply need to read until we hear a beep. In this step, the computer listens to the sound of your voice and adjusts the volume setting of your microphone. When the computer has finished adjusting the volume, it beeps to signal that the process is complete. If you reach the end of this text but have not heard a beep, start reading the text again from the beginning. We've got our beep. We see here that it says finished. We can now proceed to the next section. To do so, we'll click Next. This is the quality check. This is very much like the volume check. The bar here in the black box indicates the volume and the background noise that the program is hearing. So the green represents our volume, the yellow is the background noise. We're going to do the same thing that we did in the previous window. We're going to select Start Quality Check. Again, the text will become black. We're just going to keep reading until we hear that beep. In this step, the computer checks the audio input from your sound system. Having high quality audio input is very important for good speech recognition. Poor audio input will make it difficult or